Hey everybody, welcome to a Giant Bomb Plays. It's Jeff Grubb from Giant Bomb hanging out with Mike Minotti. Sean McDowell is going to be hanging around in the background. He's producing this for us, so say hi to him as well. But Mike Minotti, we're going to play some Blueprints, or I'm going to, and you're going to play at the same time, right? Are you still playing?
I'm a professional. I immediately made a dead end for myself because I was talking to you while playing. So
yeah, that's
I'm
how it
freed
goes.
up now. I could just watch you. It's fine.
I'm deep into this game. Actually, you know what? Let's just bring it up right now so people can see my profile here. It does have a profile system, which I just never even interacted with, so I didn't know it was going to be there, but I'm happy it is. Day 83, 46 hours. Although how it's counting that because I've got some false starts on Steam Deck or whatever. But I have a daily allowance of 12. None of this is going to make sense to anyone except for you, Mike. I've got two red letters. I've not been going after those, although I think that's going to be my focus now. And
I don't think I've beaten this game. I've not gotten a single red letter yet. I think maybe I'm wrong.
You probably have one if you beat it, I think. And 3 achievements, basically 3 trophies. And then it looked like I got the blue ribbon there for getting credits on day 46. It said so. Yes, I am.
Ooh, I got credits on like day 30 something, so I'm better than you.
Yes, you are. That was, honestly, in the 30s, that was very impressive, Mike. But
thank you.
So much more left to discover in this game. But we're not going to be doing that. And we'll check in on my save later in the stream if anyone wants to stick around and see that, maybe. But if we do that, that would be, I would still be trying to avoid any major spoilers at that point. But we're going to start a new save. And we're going to see what we see. And we'll go through some stuff. And if we do come across stuff that me and Mike both know are like major revelations, maybe we'll probably avoid most of them, and unless we kind of get to a point where it's like maybe we can find a way to discuss this.
If you're looking to go into this game completely blind, we're going to be avoiding major spoilers here, but there's some things we can't help ourselves with for sure.
Right, and that said, I do think you're going to be able to see someone play this game. And it's not going to matter until you do it yourself. Like there's a lot of stuff here that you kind of just need to do yourself to really fully understand, or even to begin to understand. And then the main thing that we're going to be doing here is laying down the blueprints themselves and actually going from room to room and playing the hand that we're dealt to try to build out this castle or this mansion. And that's the main core gameplay. So you'll get a good idea of what you're doing the majority of the time. So let's start it up here. And
I love this. I love the whole vibe, or even just hear this weird kind of creepy music. It's like ominous.
I haven't tried this
dare
mode. Yes,
a challenge mode intended only for without failing a single dare. Interesting.
You have to buy this boy to get this.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Interesting, huh? A lot of replayability here. I'm not even thinking about a new playthrough because there's still so much to do.
One of the trophies I saw is like get to room 46 on your first day. So that's why you need the other profiles.
Right. And that's the thing, like speedrunners what to do with these kind of games is like beat it in the first run.
Yeah.
I was like, is that possible in this game? And I guess so.
Yeah. I like now I think if I got the right RNG, I think I have a good plan for making maximizing my chances of doing it.
Because it is about knowledge in a lot of ways, for sure. But there are some permanent upgrades you get that help a lot with that, especially just you'll see pretty soon that there's a step system in this game, and like every time you go to a room you lose a step. You start with 50, I believe, as the default for that. That's not too much of a barrier right away, but if you want to try to beat a run, then you're going to need some extra steps. You can get them as you play, but you also, like, one of the permanent upgrades you get is just start the day with 20 extra steps.
Yep, exactly. That's and that really makes a big difference. Then there's things you could do that go from day to day. You could do some stuff on one day that will give you 20 extra steps on top of that the next day, or go into a room that will give you an extra key the next day, things like that.
So, we have this cinematic intro, and there is a story here, and at first you think maybe this is all the story there's going to be, and you sort of realize, like, okay, like this family and all this stuff is more interesting, and maybe I don't even know if importance is the word, because there's not too much of it I need to know to like beat the game, Jeff, but there's so much there and things that have been hinted at, and I'm like, what is going on here? And every once in a while, when there's not a lot of cutscenes, but when they happen, they're very effective.
Yeah, I got I was playing on the Steam Deck after the cloud saves got sorted, and I got a cutscene I was never even expecting to be there, and the game, it broke and was just showing me the colored bars. You get like a test pattern, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to see this. So I like shut the thing off and like I'm gonna make sure that doesn't save to this file.
This is like your main objective here is to get to room 46, whatever
in a
that
45
means.
room mansion, right? Yeah, it's a 40. It's a 9x5 playing field, so you can put one room in each one of those cells. And how do you get to room 46? Basically, this cutscene's just saying the guy that owned the house he died, and he's leaving it to you if you can get to room 46.
And you're pretty young, maybe like, I don't know, a 13-year-old.
I think he's 14. 14, yeah.
14. He's like a Boy Scout kind of a thing. So yeah, grandnephew, not like a super close relative, but yeah, grandnephew.
Let me see if this is gonna come up. Okay, yeah. So here's some of my notes, but you guys won't see much of these. Don't worry about that. Let's see. I'm just gonna write down that date of 03. Was it 83? 83? Of like when he died?
It's 90s. The game takes place in the 90s, I believe.
Yeah. All right.
Early 90s. Like Harry Potter times.
Yep. All right. I'm like, okay, I could just walk right in here.
Yeah, the game looks good because it has the cell shading. You normally associate cell shading with kind of like, this game's trying to be a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the vibe here at all, but it's still very effective and very pretty.
Painterly, right? It's got like a painterly quality. I always go left first.
You see, I used to go right, and then I realized I like going left also.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so some of these rooms you're building are just straight up like hallways, and hallways can be good because they always have an exit. They're colored, and sometimes rooms are dead ends, but it's worth it because you'll get some good items. The den is a great early room because it has 2 exits and it gives you a gem. There aren't that many currencies in the game, but gems are one of them, and typically they're used to be able to access special rooms. So sometimes when you're drafting, a room might require a gem. The other important one that you're about to get here are keys.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
And keys are, they're used to unlock doors. The closet's a good example of a dead end room because, it's a dead end, so that's bad. But there's always items in the closet. It's like the sledgehammer will help you interact with some stuff. This dice lets you re-roll the rooms you got.
Sledgehammer breaks open locks on certain things. It can also interact with certain objects like this.
No idea. That you could do that?
There's nothing in there.
Idea.
There's one over there.
Is there ever anything in there?
Yeah, there's one over there. Right? There's so much to the game.
Okay.
I'm playing, everybody. Oh, hang on. Let me do my settings here. Let's go to controls and smooth look to make it a little bit easier for everybody to look at.
There you go.
All right. Let's see here. That's like a very basic mechanic, but yeah, that's the level of spoiler you'll have in the stream, everybody. All right. Parlor's good here. Man, I forgot that's what the regular parlor looks like. So yeah, this is another thing. You can upgrade the rooms and stuff like that, and that's part of like the deck building side of it. It's very light in terms of deck building, but you can customize the card set that you're selecting the blueprints from in certain ways, like how likely they are to show up, like their rarity, and then you can also get you could select from certain upgrades, things like that. You kind of make it your own a little bit.
Right. So this is like one of the two like most
it's got a puzzle piece on here.
Puzzle rooms. Yeah. It's interesting. There actually aren't that many of these kinds of rooms. The whole gimmick here is that there's these 3 boxes. One of them has gems in it. At least 1 box is lying, and at least 1 box is telling the truth. Now there could be 2 lying, there could be 2 telling the truth.
Right.
But there's always a liar and a truther.
And the gems are always in one of the boxes.
Yeah, so you get to use those clues to figure out which box has the gems.
Right. So this is like just a tutorial one because it's like we know the gems are in the boxes. That's what that letter says. This one says the gems are on the floor. Well, that's clearly a lie. The gems are on the desk. That is clearly a lie. That means we know this one's true. Now, it's not always going to be in the true one, but we know it's true. What does it say? The gems are in this box. There we go.
There we go. And that's like this. That's like some of the escape room-esque stuff that is in this game, and there is some of that element also. There's a room that requires gems, the courtyard.
I might just go with the spare room here.
Those bedrooms over there on the left, that's what can increase your step count, so that helps. Yeah, I said truther. Just the truth of words.
So I'm like going deeper in here, and I'm like starting to think about maybe going back to the entrance hall and filling out over here, because the further you go in, there's some difficulties that increase. More likely to encounter locked rooms. There are electronic doors, and those are more frequent the further you get. And actually, each of these rows are called ranks. I'm on rank 3 right now. It goes up to rank 9. Certain things only happen on certain ranks. Some things like that being locked doors, or they increase in frequency. I guess there's a chance you could encounter a locked door maybe as early as this, but it's very rare. So what you want to do is you want to maximize your currencies. So you want to use these early rooms to try to get as many gems and as many keys as possible. That's like the card game, the resource management aspect of this. So I'll probably do that right now. Go back to the beginning.
Right. And again,
I'm using steps.
Yeah, it takes steps to go back into a room you've already been. Every time you go into a room, that uses a step.
Go here.
Especially early on, like that might hurt a little bit. You can make the guest bedroom.
Yeah, that'd probably be worth it. Actually, now I'm like operating like I have more steps than I do because I'm so used to having 70.
Yeah. So, yeah. But it's worth. Even when you go into a room, don't just think about that. Well, this is the room that gives me plus 10 steps, because there are going to be like notes or other things in the room that you can look at, and sometimes it's surprisingly important things.
I like the save corridor, but these other ones are dead ends. That's kind of
sucks. Storeroom's good because it gives you items, but then it's a dead end. They get so red rooms are generally negative effects.
Right.
So the lavatory is just a dead end with nothing in it. So that's pretty bad.
I'm gonna have to go with corridor. It's the first run.
Oh, we could have redrawn.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Sometimes you get items that let you redraw. That's what we got from. I forget where I even got that from, but got
You got that in the closet.
Okay,
you got it with the sledgehammer, the dice.
All right. Well, still not great. God, I hate Maid's Chamber. So like this one.
Redraw now.
Yeah, let's redraw now. Oh, boudoir is good, and pantry's good. Let's do that.
That's what. Yeah. Pantries are great, especially early on. Disgusting, the apple, but so gold's the other resource. There'll be shops and stuff. Pretty straightforward.
Oh man.
So chapel's a pretty interesting. It's one of the negative rooms you'll probably come across the most because it has the 2 exits. So it's pretty good, but every time you enter it, you lose a gold coin, and that's a bummer.
Sometimes though there will be coins, so it's a risk reward, and And again, there's like other ways you can change up these rooms. I have that in my run, but how it's changed is going to depend on what you do.
Yeah, those were like, it's not like, there's always going to be gold coins in that spot, right? Like, so it is worth every time you go in a room, look around for just a moment at least, see if there's any items in there.
Here's a example of something you might encounter early. It's the breaker box. You might not know why you would interact with any of these things, especially this thing. And this is where you probably could find information elsewhere that could help you solve this, and then it might do something special in the house. I am going to turn off the power of the key card. Yeah, I don't have the card. I can come back if I have to.
It's a good example of like something you come across the first time. You're like, well, what the heck is any of this? What am I supposed to do here? How is this useful? And then through playing the game, through reading some notes or observing the world, you understand things you can
pretty
do
quickly
with that.
too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. That's kind of enticing at this point, but
it's not bad. You have some gems to play with.
I do have some gems to play with. That might help. Hopefully I get a shovel here.
Right.
That's okay, though.
So, yeah, if you had a shovel, you can dig in those dirt patches just for a chance to find some items.
Yeah. Workshop.
Yeah,
just to keep going.
You kind of have to, just to make this path keep going.
And it's like, here's something, and
this
is the kind of thing where I'm just taking screenshots, and I'm trying to figure out exactly like what I don't know what I'm looking at right away, it takes time to like piece things together and start to begin to make sense of everything. And that's where I'm like, I'm not necessarily writing down a note with all this information, but I'll take a screenshot and then eventually I'll see something that will make it make sense, or I'll have, more similar items and I could begin to decipher something from there. But like, me telling you that this is important, everything is important. Everything in this game means something. So don't be surprised when you pick up a music sheet and be like, well, obviously this is nothing. Right. No, everything is important.
Yeah, it's not, the game's not randomly giving you numbered music sheets for no reason. Yep. Hey, broken lever.
Broken lever. And then
so like this is a good example, just a very unique room that with like just the one mechanic that's in here. Oh, you can actually.
If I had one more thing, I've done that before, and it's actually very good.
Yeah, so like the workshop, you could combine some items, so it's like a light crafting system. Don't think that like, oh, this game has crafting. No, this room has crafting. Yes.
Probably not going to get to rank 8 today, but I do that. Observatory with 1 star.
I don't think I drafted my first observatory for a while.
Observatory. Day one. So this does say +1 for each time you've drafted observatory, +1 star, and boy, that gets important over time.
Observatory is pretty nice.
Yes, exactly. But it's not going to make much difference here on our first run, so I'm probably just going to go dining room. Yeah.
Dining room's good when you're if you have a run that's going pretty deep. Yep. Because basically you get a benefit when it says reach, so like it says rank 5 right now on that bottom right there. That just means how far up the kind of vertical grid you are. So you're on the 5th slot upwards now, so that's rank 5. And once you get to rank 8, they will serve a meal here. And that means you'll get a bunch more steps. So it can give you a boost needed to see and figure some more stuff out on a deep run. Yep, and
you could see, like, if you're wondering exactly about the details of any room, you could get in here, look at the directory. It gives you, like, it does have slots for all the rooms as you see them. Mike, have you ever seen room 8?
Actually, I don't know.
I've not seen room 8. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
It's traditionally a lucky number too, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what that could possibly mean.
Yep, exactly.
No, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna open mine right up.
I'm like, go ahead. I really don't mind if you're playing just like kind of like just sprinkle in some stuff, and I can ask you questions. You could double check. That's not too bad. You can see there's a rarity there. There's ways to eventually adjust that sort of thing. And it tells you the type, the blueprint. Then there's bedrooms. They're purple. Hallways are this orangish color. Green rooms, these are going to have all the plant life. Shops, they'll be gold. And then the red rooms, which, yes, they have a potential negative effect, but it's not so negative that you'll never want to draft them. There's reasons to draft them.
Yeah, some of them are worse than others for sure, too.
And as Mike was saying, like, this is where if you get to rank 8, again, that's right here. Then you come back here. There will be food there, give you plenty more steps. And there's other ways to like get bonus steps with that. All right, let's try to go this way. 0
a little
keys.
Early for Great Hall.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, there's ways to make Great Hall make sense, but I doubt I'm going to get that.
You can't afford a dead end here. You got some other open areas.
Yeah, and the 4 items might be nice. And there's still, if I have to if I have to book it to the other side, I mean, it's a long way around. But I mean, I do have that exit out of that other bedroom.
Could do it. Man, I do not have a room 8. I don't have a room 7. Like, how do I not have room 7?
Now I want to open my save and even see what 7 is. I don't remember. What am I missing? Oh, the salt shaker. Duh.
Interesting. That was your lost shaker of salt.
There it is. Yep, I found her.
Yeah, there we go. There must be a woman to blame.
Yeah, probably. I mean, in this game, yeah. All right.
Oh,
yep.
The rumpus room. Do we show them that?
Because it's the first one, right? Like, I didn't glean anything from that, really. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah. This is I don't know. I really like the flavor of this.
Yes. So here it is. You've seen the movie Big with Tom Hanks. I'm sure everyone in our audience is familiar with that. There's no young people going, what the hell are you talking about right now? So you go up to this guy, insert a coin, and you get a cutscene.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping.
What the fuck is Big?
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Alzar.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Yeah. So basically, what he said there is, come back here. If you get the rumpus room again, you can do this again. You'll get a different message. And,
Yep.
you know, they've helped somewhat.
Yeah, it's a good example. Just something like even the same room can have new information different days. I just like the flavor of that a lot, you know? This game, you know, this is a very sincere game. I don't know if I've come across a single joke, and I kind of appreciate that, right?
Yes,
like some games can't help themselves. They want to at least do a little something somewhere. He's like, no, we're playing this one pretty seriously.
All right, so the metal detector detects keys and money.
And you were able to break that chest because you have the sledgehammer.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you would need to use a key on that.
That's right. All right, well, now we're kind of getting... Could start to be a problem the way that this is going out so far here. Mail room. Let's do the drawing room, maybe, probably.
Probably.
3 gems would have been nice.
Drawing room is nice. In this room, you get a free redraw on every door. Nope. And this is where you're going to start seeing more locked doors, so keys are going to become an important resource. Especially early on, for me, keys were my biggest barrier. I would usually run out of keys before anything else.
Yes.
That's what would kill my runs.
Have you ever found money laying on the ground when you didn't have the metal detector?
No. So I know. I'm like, part of me is like, am I just not observing it, or does it not show up unless I have the
exactly.
metal
And I do sometimes struggle to find it when I do have the metal detector and it goes off. So I'm like, I must not, but it's been so long now. I figured I would have just seen one by chance. So I'm like, I think maybe it doesn't show up unless you have the metal detector.
I agree.
All right. Conference room could be good.
Dark room.
Yeah.
Interesting, but maybe not for this run. You have some gold. Well, commissary is not terrible, but it's also your last gem.
Yeah, but it could have gems in there.
You can redraw in this room.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go for it. Now it's gonna take me north too, which is not
example of a room with some notes on the floor, on the wall and whatnot.
Oh man, there's an upgrade disc.
Oh,
but I don't have any way to exchange it in yet.
That's what to say. It's so good, but you don't. Yeah, you do not have any computer rooms.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's buy some gems and a shovel.
Yeah, you had a lot of. If you ever have to like retrace your steps, you'll be going by a lot of dirt.
Yes, exactly. But I'm gonna have to start going backwards now. I don't have. Wait, did I get the key? No, I didn't get a.
No, I got the key card and was talking about it on my
exactly.
run. That's why you're confused. I thought for a second too. You have the key card. Like, no, you don't. I do.
All right, let's try going this way. Whenever you
redraw.
Yeah, I'm gonna redraw. Ooh, here we go. Now, I do have
you can afford the office.
Yeah, but the office is just money. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is that gonna help?
Too bad you didn't get that upgrade disc.
Yeah, for real. Well, hang on. Let's do it.
Did you get the conference room?
Yeah, right? Didn't I?
Oh. I think it showed up. I don't think you actually picked it.
Oh, maybe I didn't pick it. That's right. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, yeah, we're going to retrace our steps anyhow, and I have the metal detector. Okay, let's run payroll.
Yeah, so there's a few of these computer terminals, and they do some interesting things. From this one, since the office, it can manage payroll. And it can it's called like an employee incentive where it spreads gold in the estate. So now there'll be some extra gold just flung around.
And then there's log in the network. If you can find a password somehow, this is one I found pretty early on, but there's other ways. There's multiple ways to find it. And then you can look around here. Upgrade disk. I didn't realize that was here the first time.
Oh yeah. So there we go. This is how you upgrade the rooms permanently. So this is one of the first maybe permanent upgrade systems we'll see. And this one's not like a huge one or anything, but it'll pick a random room and give you a choice of ways to upgrade it. Courtyard's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think I have an upgraded courtyard.
Yeah. So we can make it so that there's always 2 gems in there, 5 dig spots, or courtyard is always left unlocked.
Yeah, I like the gems. What do you like?
I like the gems. I know it's maybe the least sexy of them, but
yeah,
gems
but there's
are very useful.
Yeah, there's other ones where it's like I like playing it risky with the red rooms and not trying to make them easier, trying to make them more of a risk reward. And so for these ones, giving me some just safe currency, I like that. 5 dirt spots. That's what that said, Sean.
Dirt.
All right, and then like you'll find a drawer like this, and you got a note here. Please check if any of these books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. And Mike, I've still not figured out what to do with this note.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's got to be, because books are a thing here.
Yep.
And the note mentions that they weren't sure if it was herrings or hearings.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, something to do with that.
And there's this guy on top of this thing that I just switched that right there. I've also not been able to open this. I'm like, been working on.
I did open this one.
Okay. I'm like, I haven't, like, I got early on, I saw this one and I'm just like, well, I'll figure out. This is one where I'm like, I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. And so I put it in the box of like, something will just happen and I'll just figure that out. And it's not happened yet. So I'm like, I maybe should focus on this one.
Maybe I opened a different one, actually.
I got the one in the boudoir for sure. Yeah.
It took me a long time to notice there was one in there, I have to admit, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was this little hidden there. And I was like, there's nothing in there.
But...
Oh, see, out of keys. This is where I get screwed a lot in earlier runs.
All right, well, how many? I have plenty of steps, and man, that's got that. Man, if I could find a...
You still just go through the court. The courtyard needed a key, didn't it?
Yeah, if I could get a security room, we could open that, and we could get up here, and we could get food.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to be trucking it all the way back to that first path you made, that bedroom.
But let's do some digging.
Yeah, that's right. We can't start digging. There could be keys.
Hey,
easy.
Good luck.
Always lucky.
Yep.
What we got here?
Coin. All right.
Coin. Sometimes you get nothing, so that's pretty good luck. Oh, and there's some of that gold you spread around earlier.
Yes, and that happens pretty frequently, having nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is gonna go off. Did I get close? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so office is where I could go to use this key. This is good. Maybe I could start heading back in this direction.
Give us something good.
Give me something good. I guess.
Oh
wait, how far away is the utility closet's kind of far away. But whatever. Let's do it. So, well,
let's see. We got to walk in either way.
Yep. It's just one room.
So now we can't see here.
Yeah, 23 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is like one of the more obvious things you can do with that breaker box we found. Yeah. Is that, well, we can go turn the lights back on in this room. Because otherwise, when you draft in there now, you won't actually be able to see what you're picking.
7 shit.
And obviously, a dark room, there's probably some good information in there.
You know what? Let's pick up some more money, maybe, hopefully on the way back.
Well, you're so close to level 8, then you would get steps from here.
Right, exactly. But I need that key card. Well, is the courtyard a room? Is that a key card one as well? Why would I not open that?
I think that's just a normal key.
Okay. Well, let's
forget. Maybe we never even went there.
So the utility is okay. Well, we're committed now.
Yep. It's too late now. It's on cost.
Yep. I'm gonna lose 2 coins from this room. I forgot about that.
Oh, the chapel sucks.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, this turned off because we went in there. Now we can turn it back on.
There you go.
And the metal detector is not gone off. So, sweet.
Oh, right.
Hey,
we got our points back.
Got it back.
The church. Like, obviously, there's some rooms that can only be built in certain areas. Like this room right here, right? It's looking outside, so it kind of has to be built on the side of the house.
Let me look. I could see the door from here. That's a regular door. Let's see if let's do that. That way we can come back to the dining room right here.
Yeah. if it doesn't need a key.
Oh, right. It does
There's
need
a whole...
It does need a key. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't. Sweet. All right.
no, it doesn't. Conference room.
Yeah, conference room.
No, it's too late for
yeah,
that to
it's too
work.
late,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's not. There's no difference.
It's the same as the East Wing Hall,
Yeah.
anyways. It's just with potential benefits.
Right, exactly. All right, we got that. Nothing on the desks.
Boy, we could use that key card.
Well, there's a code right there.
That's interesting. So there's something.
Ooh, kitchen.
Kitchen costs gems.
Yeah.
You don't have that much gold to buy food anyways, although we do need food.
Yeah, but I mean, I can get back to the dining room, so I'm good now.
This is pretty impressive to make it up this far in the first run. Granted, there's some knowledge. Like, I did not get anywhere close to this.
Oh, yeah, no, me neither. It took me a long time, actually, to get up to this point.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a big part of the game, is that actually there is a strategy to the drafting. And you'll learn it by playing it. You'll also learn, because the game will eventually give you books from a library that just explain straight up, here's some good ideas for drafting strategies. Like the synergies we were talking about. Like, oh, if you have this, then you can do that. That's something that didn't occur to me until about day 15.
And just the fact that, I would not open earlier doors. I was just like, I got to get as deep as I can. So I think the fact that you did that, you had those resources, that's a big part of why.
Exactly. Resource management was huge. Yes. All right, so now we have that. I still don't have a key card, but that doors will turn up anyhow.
The conference room one was a door. I mean, you could afford to go all the way back to that bedroom and towards the beginning.
Yeah, it probably makes sense to do that now. All right,
it's gonna hurt, but
yeah, for sure. But maybe we get some.
At least you'll go through the guest bedroom on the way there.
Yeah, true. Well, no, I've already gotten those steps, right?
Sometimes you get
I think if you have there's another room that, like, if you go in there again, it'll reactivate it or whatever.
I was also reading it wrong anyways. You're not going back in there. Oh yeah, do you have? Is there anything you can make? I don't think so. Oh, what's this?
This is the dowsing rod that Dan was talking about on GameSpot that
I don't think I got never made.
Greater chance of finding money and much greater chance of finding money and keys while digging. Well, shit.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's see here. Let's plan this out.
I've never made one of those.
Yeah, me neither. Man.
Yeah, the freaking chapel's going to take gold again.
Yep.
Oh, nice though. There you go. Something's in here. There it is.
Okay, and I go here, turn right, turn left. Okay.
Would you have liked it if there was like a mini map on this main screen? Because I do have to open up that map.
You know what I wish it was? A compass. Just am I facing north, south, west, or east? Or the secret fifth direction that the Catholic Church should keep secret from us.
Right.
Yeah.
It's messed.
Lousy messed.
Yeah, lousy messed weather. Something in this room. Closer to the door, I think.
Yeah. Well.
It's on the hand. Talk to the hand.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to do a gymnasium.
Yeah, so gymnasium, you lose two steps when you go in there instead of one. Now, there was a gymnasium thing on that breaker, so if you turn the...
I turned it off,
did turn the gymnasium off. So this room's not having the negative effect.
Well,
it's a lot of gems.
Yeah, the wine cellar, especially for this, which is basically going to be a dead end anyhow. Sure, there's a chance I could have had one extra room here. Yeah. But I think I might be screwed otherwise. Well, what is this? This is still... Hey, there's a key.
That's a key.
But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get back there. This is a security door.
Yeah, I think the key card is what's going to mess us up here. Let's try to get...
let's go for it.
Dang it. Let's go for it.
Like,
we have our super shovel. Maybe we'll dig up something good. Maybe you'll dig up a chicken dinner.
Yeah, there we go. Give me some floor tendies.
Flendies.
Yep. 'Cause, 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 'cause
I love this, how silent it is. I mean, the game is like Spartan with music and sound effects, so it's just really effective when that stuff happens.
Man, I have enough money now if I made it to the commissary, but I'm not going to be able to make it to the commissary. Yep.
Where's the commissary at?
I mean, I got 4 steps left. It's at least more. It's more than 4 rooms away. 3 steps left.
Oh boy.
Yep.
It's impressive to even have steps be your barrier in the first run, because it was not a problem for me for a long time.
Yep. That's just like
dead ends.
Learning that you don't want to just snake up your way up to the top. You want to like use all this space. It's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran out of steps and I pass out. And then
medical attention when that happens to you, by the way.
I just go to sleep in a tent outside, apparently.
There you go.
East-facing villa. Yeah, it'll give you a name of like the kind of house that you've built, and it'll give you a little picture that sort of reflects the kind of house that you built up here as well. I always kind of like to see that, see what it thinks I've built here.
Yeah, I had up with a lot of greenhouses. Yeah, there's a lot of plant-based ones.
Yep. And then we go for another run. Tom says, seems like a jump scare is going to happen. The only jump scare is eventually a horn will start to play. Like music will change if something important is happening.
Right.
So
that's why it's an unsettling move, but no, it's not a scary game.
Nothing scary at all. You never even see other people.
It is kind of that Myst vibe. It's just like everything's kind of still and unsettling. Not scary. All right. I always like an early nook. I like to have a key.
Early nooks are good. Get a key. Mm-hmm. Look around in case it really does happen where I can find stuff without metal detector.
That note in this room, because it's such an early room, it's just going to be a gameplay tip, but you'll get some of those in here.
Yep.
That's like will just explain what keys are.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll see how this puzzle is different.
Yep. So I'll go grab this, and we'll try to solve it. It'll
change every time.
All 3 boxes are empty. Well, we know that's a lie. This box and the blue box are empty.
Possibility.
Yeah, that's possible. So the black box contains gems.
So those are both true then.
Yeah, this is a lie, and these both can be true. Usually it works out if it's like, so 2 are either going to be true or false. And then, so if you have a situation where it's like, well, if both these can be true and this one could be a lie, usually that's how it's going to work out. In fact, I would say it's that you have solved it at that point. So if both these can be true and that could be a lie, the black box contains the gems. We'll go there. And there you go.
Money.
Where am I at here?
Well, instead of doing the dead end now, you can just do the bedroom.
That's what I mean. Try to get as many resources as possible and see if there's something over here and get a dead end at this point. Yeah.
Storeroom. Early storerooms, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Boom. 1 of each. I'll take it. Honestly, 2 keys and 3 gems at this point. That's a good place to be in. We're just going back here. I'm gonna try the middle.
Oh, well, you could make the passageway.
Yeah, I like to save the passageway for much later, usually.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the good thing with the chapel is you only lose 1 coin right now.
Yeah. And
you don't even have to go in, I guess.
We don't even have to go in. See if I can see anything on there. See if the coins. Yeah.
I do peek sometimes.
Yeah. Dan's harder to go against at this point.
We do remember Twitch Plays Pokemon. They're gonna do a Twitch Plays Blueprints.
I would watch that. That'd be fun.
I think that'd be fun.
Like I think it would probably solve it in like a matter of weeks. Like it would probably get credits, but like 100. I don't know if it would ever 100% the game.
No.
That's good. Like this. And in the meantime, let's go here in case I got a dead end.
Boudoir.
Yeah, let's do bunk room. Just that way I have 2 of these in case you get something that bonuses from bedrooms.
Free bananas. Those are not always there.
Yep.
Look at the kids' Atari.
Yeah, I know. I love this.
And
a hamster.
Hamster. what his name is. How's this hamster still alive?
This is the real final boss.
Yes. Well, sorry for the major spoiler, everybody.
Yeah. All right, well.
Ooh, banana.
Didn't give myself the best chance. Well, okay, I'll take it.
Hey!
We'll take
It's
that.
a good room.
Yeah, security room was my early, most frequently played room.
Yes. Also a cutscene room.
Yep, yeah, cutscene room.
Did not put the hamster in the microwave, sorry.
Yep.
It's a different game.
Not basically unplayable. And this is your character, your player character.
So yeah, and Slane asks, do rooms repeat on a run? Once you build one, you can't build it again. That's like, again, where it maybe is a little bit like, think of it as a deck. Generally, no. Once you play the room, you're not going to see that room again that day.
Yes. Yeah, just think of, the 45 rooms that you start with or whatever, just sitting there in a pile and you're pulling 3 at a time whenever you go to a door. There's ways around that, of course. The game has a lot of ways to modify everything. Yeah, it's not safe. You don't have doubles. Triples would be best, for sure.
That's my butt.
It's like the delay when we stream through Jan's computer now.
That was like your camera yesterday.
Yeah.
On Blight Club. I loved it. I wish your camera always
on my side, it was just breaking out, so I didn't realize it was totally max headroom. I didn't think it was exactly like that. All right, let's see here. Let me get I'll get back down a little bit. There's a computer here. Again, there's log in a network, but you need a password.
Yeah,
we don't have
This is probably the first computer you'll come across. Jeff got a little lucky with that office.
That's right. Keycard system. I always like to change the offline mode. So the mode determines the default settings the security door will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Well, I'm working on the estate, so let's set it unlocked. So that means if I get that breaker room again, turn off the power, and now those security doors will just be unlocked.
Yeah.
And then if we were to find that security room and do that, so now I'm in a situation where I want there to be security doors, we could set it to high, and they would show up more frequently. I just keep it at medium most of the time.
Yeah, early on I was like, I'll set it to low until I get to the breaker room, and then sometimes it's like, honestly, you can get the breaker room not too difficultly, not a word difficultly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, totally. So I set it to medium usually, unless I get the key card, or if I have the situation, the scenario where they're going to be unlocked, then I set it to high so they show up a ton, and that way I can just get through those doors. Now I have to have another key. He says, that's why you guys called it a deck. Sean, you're right. Why didn't we just explain that part of it?
There's so much to explain.
Yeah, just let me get roasted in the comments instead. Thanks,
I'm
guys.
sorry. It didn't even occur to me that that is the thing that we were trying to say. I'm like, that's obvious, right?
No, I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, corridor. It's not great at this point, but whatever.
Yeah, commissary is like, I don't draft a ton of those sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it uses a gem, right? I do it. I'm doing it a lot more now because I'm getting every run. I'm ending with like 80 coins at this point for various reasons. So
we have the breaker box, but we'd be dead. So this is a good. Sometimes you get into situations where this is your only path, and you gotta be making exits, or else your run's over for the day.
And I have the gem. I have to use it, and I have 5 coins. Maybe I can afford something.
Salt shaker. Maybe save. Sledgehammers are much better though than salt shakers.
Yeah, I have plenty of steps for now, so.
Yeah.
All right, man. I am just not getting a lot of luck with this.
This is more like my first runs when I was playing the game, but at some point I'm just going to reach a dead end here.
Yep.
Because not only could it be a literal dead end, but the way that you are on the grid, that thing could just turn into a room that doesn't have a door aligned with it, so then it's a dead end. No, you can't afford the courtyard. Oh, that's it?
No, I can afford the courtyard.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was 2. Oh, you get 2 in there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be worth it.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a great room.
Man, okay, well, hopefully we get that box. Let's get this. And then...
Nice. Free shovel.
This will be here.
Oh, this is a good courtyard. You got the shovel and the keys?
Yeah.
I mean, shovel and the gems. Save gems.
Gems. Pebbles.
Jeff
gems. Right, it's like jock jams.
Yeah,
yeah. And it's hard to like do the observatory the first time.
It's also hard because it's
not worth it early on.
It's leaning towards it is going into unused rooms, but it's heading back towards rooms you've done. It's not moving forward.
Yeah.
The spare room, the vanilla spare room, is one of like the least useful rooms. It's just basically a glorified hallway. The hallways are better than the spare
Give me
room.
this when I have options. Jesus. I mean, I could do it now and go through this door, but I
could technically.
I'm doing the hallway.
Yeah, no, I think it's a little risky. You can't rotate the rooms by default. No.
Let's see here. It says doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. All right. Well.
Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's locked.
And that's going south too. That sucks.
That's a rough one. I wouldn't start with
maybe,
that.
I mean, honestly, maybe this will give me a. Yeah. Okay. Gives me options.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I thought I saw gold for a second too.
Yeah, me too.
Lamp.
More likely to draw green rooms. Would be nice.
Could redraw.
Yeah, you're right. It's the drawing room. It's free redraw. I should just do it. Cool. Well, man, I kind of wish I was on the north side.
Well, you could do the observatory. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I guess I hope I get that gem back from something else, because this is only gonna give me what here? Oh, I gotta do it now.
Yeah. So a little bit of puzzle you have to do just the first time you go in the observatory to set this thing up. You ever look through a giant telescope like this at like a university or something?
Yeah, they had. Oh, okay, it's stuck on that, I guess. Yeah, they had one at NASA in Cleveland that I went to on a field trip when I was in school in Michigan.
Yeah. I went to University of Toledo for one semester, and they had a pretty large telescope, and it's like some case in 2006 where Mars was very close.
Ooh. So
I got to look at Mars.
That's cool.
Had to say, it was pretty. It was mostly just kind of a bright red disc. But still,
sure.
It's not like that's why like Saturn is always so good because you're not gonna make out a lot of details, but you can see the rings.
Hey, 1 gold.
Take it. So next time you come in here, the telescope will be set up. You don't have to do that every time with the telescope.
And like, I don't know. Should we just tell them what the stars do? I feel like this one's not like a puzzle. It's just a good thing to know.
No, it's just like every time you come in here, it's like, so this time there's 1 star in the sky. Next time there'll be 2. The time after that, there'll be 3. And you'll get different rewards based on how many stars are in the sky. So it's like one way where you get deeper rewards the more runs you go in.
Right. And then, hang on, I gotta do this first.
A terrible place for the bedroom, but not a great place.
Yeah,
the dark room.
Dark room. Show that off.
Yeah, we don't have the box yet. So here, this explains the constellations.
So like that gave me 1 star, gave me 1 gold. When 2 stars show up, I can get some like the twins. But excuse me, eventually you'll get like up to 20 stars. But if you give like 19, maybe it'll draw multiple things in the sky.
Yes.
So observatory is like a very good resource thing, especially early on. Usually at this point, I'm in a place where it's almost always worth it. And then you kind of max it out eventually, and then it's very worth it. So I just always draw an observatory at this point.
So we didn't get the breaker yet. So yeah, we just don't know what we're drafting here. So this is pretty risky.
And the other one's
though this isn't a super crucial area anyways. Oh, not bad.
Interesting. Wow. All right.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, and I don't mind having a dining room. That was a pretty good break, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been much worse.
Let me do this one first. All right, now give me the utility box. You bastard. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, for a dead end room, that's great.
Yeah.
Because green rooms can sometimes cost a lot of gems, so now they won't cost any no matter what.
Gem up here.
It's also a very pretty room. I like this one.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, well,
Hey.
you know what? It's worth it at this point.
Yeah, it's still worth it.
If I don't see the other ones, and I don't have gems anyhow, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can still.
All right.
You can turn the dark room back on. You can turn off the things.
Museum. Here we go. You solved that VAC puzzle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Took a while.
Yep.
Took a while.
Yep. Hey, there we go. It's not a bad place for a conference room.
Conference room's gonna be a dead end.
I mean, it's all I can do.
They're all gonna... Well,
no, I don't have gems.
You're right. Yep, you're right.
And whatever.
You gotta pick something. You can't be like, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I see some people like, oh, this looks like a lot, and like part of that's because we do have some of this knowledge about going in here. Like your first while, you are just gonna be like, there's an exploration element in this game that's really fun that you aren't seeing through our eyes. Just like, what is this? What is that? What does this mean? And you're worried more about that in a lot of ways. Okay, so all these green rooms are free. Ooh, the patio's free.
Yeah. And I have the conference room.
But the veranda,
I know,
with your other one, right? Greater chance of finding free rooms, and they're all going to be free?
Yep. Yeah,
That's a good combo.
I love the veranda.
It's a wombo combo, as the kids say. They still say that, I think.
I think they do. And I have a way to go this way, so I don't need to turn that way.
You can get a patio right
after. I don't have any
patio
gyms,
right after it.
And that's going to put all the gyms in the conference room.
Yeah, but like if you get the veranda, great chance to find green rooms.
You're right. You're absolutely. Yeah, that's just math. You're right.
It's just math.
That's just math.
Guarantee it.
Oh shit. Oh wait, okay. Yeah, I got the Mike Minotti guarantee, everybody.
Remember that time I guaranteed a Zelda blowout?
Yeah.
It happened for sure. Oh, you get the lever and dirt? Okay, jeez. Pretty good.
I think the one time I did use the broken lever on its intended place was when I got it out of dirt. Oh, man, that was lucky. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. How many? You have a lot of items, actually, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Let's see.
I have never been wrong. Ooh, the lock pick. That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So the lock pick doesn't open any door, but sometimes it does. Can you actually make? Oh, what was that?
I can't make anything.
Broken lever with the sledgehammer?
Yeah, but you need another thing.
Okay, interesting. Lockpick didn't work.
All right. Well,
wait. Go back north from the veranda.
Yeah, go to the veranda. Yeah.
It's where you're gonna get that patio for sure, like I told you.
Be nice. Damn it!
Oh shit. Well, if you could have opened the door.
It's my bad. That's my fault. You're right. You never said I'd be able to open every door.
I've never said that. I could open some doors for you, Jeff.
Man, in that dining room, if I would have just got that door open.
You can still make it to the courtyard relatively easily. And
we're good.
Plus, you have all these places with yeah, you can open those now. Does it work going to the conference room to set that thing to high? So you see more of those? Security, yeah, it's a little down there.
It's kind of far away.
Gymnasium won't hurt you now. Yep. You turn the lights off in there.
That's right. Yeah, and it's like the way me and Mike are talking, like, yeah, you will gain all this knowledge naturally over time. And that's why I was like, I'm not too worried about spoiling, because it might sound like a lot. But until you do it, it's like playing any sort of game where, like a roguelite or a card game, where you learn things over time. Come on, give me one. All right, there we go.
There's the patio. I promised you.
The guarantee.
You.
The Mike Minotti guarantee. You know what? I'm going to go out here just because, there's an apple. Oh, there's this. We can go back to the workshop now and make a dowsing rod. Sure.
Right. Pebbles.
Yeah.
Not fruity or cocoa.
Every time I see that, I'm like, I want to tell my kid, because her number one stuffy is called Pebbles.
Right. Does she know about the character Pebbles from the Flintstones?
I don't know if she does. She doesn't think about well, should I just go back that way? And
I mean,
it's actually not that far. You know what? No, I want gyms before I open up doors.
That's true. You are very low on gyms.
Yeah.
By very low, I mean you have zero.
I have 0 gyms. Is that? Oh,
Click onto.
Yeah, I
where's
gotta
the
go
workshop? Is that gonna be on your way?
It's up and to the right.
Maybe
So
I want to do that pit stop.
It's blocked off. I gotta go. Oh shit! I gotta go all the way around, huh? That's right. That's right. We did this loop-de-loop here. All right, that's kind of painful.
Oh, that's right. So when you see that one room spread gems throughout the mansion, but what the conference room does is any items that would be spread are instead just sent to the conference room.
Yeah. Oh.
And like this isn't a spoiler, but the one time when I got credits, when I completed my first run, I was almost out of steps.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm gonna try go there anyway, see what happens. And I forgot that I went to a room that spread fruit throughout the mansion. So when I went into the conference room, there was just a shit ton of like apples and bananas. And I was like, wow, this is actually going to make me beat the game now.
Yep. Similar stuff happened with me. I think I even had one where, like, I ran out of keys and the lockpick worked on the last door, and then I had no gems, but it gave me the exact room I needed to go in the direction I needed to go. Also, like, the wording. This is also what reminded me of a card game, is that the wording is very deliberate. So whenever items would be spread throughout the house, so not like if they're already spread throughout the house, and then you have to build the conference room first, then spread them. That's what activates it. There are others where it will be like, you know, a door is always unlocked if you have this room, even if it already exists in the house. So it's like the wording is very, you know, litigious. It's a very like legalese where the way it's phrased matters.
I was like, you know, you were looking at that room there. I like how there's flavor text for each room, explaining what it is a little bit, just some history behind it. That's fun too.
Yes. All right. So I should go up to the veranda, so that way I can get maybe back to the dining room. Where's the dining room? Yeah, I should be able to make it back.
I believe. And a thing called love.
Just listen to the rhythm of my heart.
Da, da.
That's clearly no. Gotta be the aquarium. Ooh, compass.
Aquarium's a fun room.
Cool.
There you go.
And a key.
Oh wow! Look at this. This is a good aquarium. Wish I was. You know you're rich when you have an aquarium in your house.
Did you empty the aquarium?
But actually no, I can. I just haven't.
Yeah, I did once.
Would you feel bad because you killed all the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fish don't feel things. It's okay.
That's about the biggest thing about fish, is that they feel nothing.
Yes, of course. We all know this.
And I am going the right way, right? I'm very low on steps, but hopefully get maybe we get 30 out of this. Let's see. Probably not. Nope, definitely not. The showroom, yeah, I didn't see a showroom for forever.
I don't know if I don't know if I've ever seen a showroom. There's a few rooms that these things reference, like, I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm just now at a point where it's like, maybe there's a good chance I will see it at this point, but for a long time there, it's like, I'm never getting that 10-step bonus. Okay, so let's go back up to the aquarium. That seems like the safest move at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just move our way this way.
You'll be making your way back to Blueprints. Did you know that it's called Blueprints? Like blue, and then like the royalty prince, and that's a pun on the phrase blueprints because this game involves designing a house.
You sound crazy. I don't know what any of that means. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Oh, blueprints!
Yeah. Hey.
All right, let me think here. It's spreading money, I guess, but do I have any? I guess I have a kitchen and a commissary. What was back in the commissary? There was Can I make it back there?
I mean, you could probably make it.
So I can buy food in the kitchen and.
Or you could just say YOLO and get all the gems. You have a lot of gems.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of keys.
I mean, you could just get the nursery, and that's whenever you draft.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of chances to draft bedrooms, and bedrooms are
a little
not
late for that.
No, yeah, it's a little late for that. I'm gonna do this.
The office is best, anyways.
Yeah.
Nothing else, just for the door you're gonna get from it.
Oh, of course. Now I find this. No,
Wait.
Deposit box safe key.
I don't think I've ever gotten that key.
There's a bunch of different one of those.
We're
not gonna be able
never
to use
gotten that one.
Yeah, it's over
No.
here. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Spread gold in the estate. We could also try to run payroll again, but you can only do this once a week, and we did this on the first turn.
Right. We still don't know the password for the networks. Can't do that. We don't know the password for the safe, so don't worry about that.
Do I have?
Well, hey, wait a second. That conference room said something was the password. Remember?
You're right. The first safe, we
Didn't
could
write
try
down,
that.
though.
What was it? 9083, I think.
That's right. 9083.
I'll try that. Let's see.
I have my note here. Actually, where I wrote that the first time.
Can't remember what this one is. There's probably no chance we get it open anyhow.
There's a lot of stuff in the laboratory, but
Yeah.
another computer terminal. You can show that whole thing,
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking.
or you could just take a shit.
That's true. What? I mean, there probably would be a key in here, maybe a dice, maybe a gem.
Yeah, the closet's not terrible.
I do it because I have the aquarium and go across this way still.
Uh,
I'm just do that.
yeah.
We'll let people skip the lab. Hey, I don't know, we don't
Oh, the
need
key
this.
card. That's worthless.
Yep. Great.
That's worthless now. Where it
Yep.
turned out a key.
All right. Let's. All right.
9083.
9083.
Well, what the heck?
That didn't work.
It's almost like certain things, maybe even a lot of things, are not as simple as they seem in this game.
All right. And like I said, I've not opened this one yet, so I don't know what the right one is. I have some ideas, but it's like I've not gone into, because there's so many other things I'm working on.
It's it's a point too. Like, don't get frustrated because maybe you can't figure out one thing. Like, we have asked by 100 puzzles and mysteries, probably just in this hour.
Yes.
And some of them are more important than others, and only a few of them are necessary to quote unquote beat the game. And I think Dan said it took him 50 hours to see credits the first time. I think it took you more like, I don't know, 25. It took me like 13.
Yeah, it was like 20.
So much of that is just that I happened to be pulling on the right threads.
Yeah. I was working on other stuff, and I accidentally was like, oh my god, I think I'm going to the last room right now. What the hell?
I'm not bragging about that. I'm saying specifically that I'm not any better than you. It's literally just
it's like what puzzle were you working on at the time, and which one happens to be the right one? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Clearly, that's the best move right now.
And tons of steps in the guest bedroom. There's usually an item in here.
Yep. Not always, but usually. All right. So I did spread the gold, so we should go to the conference room, then go to the kitchen, go to the commissary.
You can go through the workshop too.
Yeah.
There's still a door there.
You're right. And I think I've received new items since then. I don't have all the things I can build committed to memory, so I always have to check.
No, me neither. I always just check. You have a lot of stuff. Wasn't the compass and shovel something? Or no, metal detector and shovel was something.
Yeah, it was. But I'm like, let me see if there's other things I can do. I think this needs a power source.
Chad thinks I'm secretly bragging about it. Wow. Wow.
I noticed there's exactly one vote for no.
Weird. I don't know who that was.
And that was me. Just me. Wow. Who would know best, though, right?
Oh, that's okay. So this is an actual dowsing rod.
I haven't made a dowsing rod yet.
Me neither.
Interesting.
So that other thing was a different thing. The shovel and the thing. Okay, interesting.
I'm glad that Dan was able to put this game at the top of GameSpot's. The one that still doesn't have 2 Point Museum on there. They need to get me on the GameSpot show just so I could put 2 Point Museum on that board somewhere. Which was my game of the year until this.
You get a review it for GameSpot?
We did. Dan didn't have to review this for GameSpot. He just, went on the GameSpot show and ran roughshod.
Though, didn't they?
What's that?
Pay me money.
Oh, someone did do it. Yeah, that's true.
I'll write a review. Money.
Is that how that works?
Oh yeah, actually yes, it is. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot we spread the gold.
All right, we are running low on steps, so we got to get to this kitchen.
I know we talked about this is our probably our favorite game of the year so far, and like, look, I don't want to be obnoxious and talk about game of the year stuff, but part of me is like trying to think of what other games am I really looking forward to? Because to be clear, like, you know, it could of course still be games that were not on my radar, like this game. But there's like the 3 big Nintendo ones for me this year: the Metroid Prime 4, Bonanza, and Mario Kart. Even though I'm not usually a Mario Kart super fan, I think that game looks very good. What are some of the Doom Dark Ages? I beat Doom Eternal last night, actually, so I'm quite in the mood for Doom the Dark Ages.
Ooh, what'd you think of that?
It was great. It was super good. I even like some. I guess some people complain about it, but I like the first-person platforming. I'm a sicko for that. I was disappointed there wasn't more of it. I was like, yeah.
We're Metroid Prime sickos though, so naturally.
Yeah. I was playing Jumping Flash, right? So I'm like, yeah, jumping in first-person games is cool.
Yeah, the meat hook is real good in that game.
The meat hook feels fantastic. So I liked it a lot. So I'm almost worried that the Dark Age is going to be too much of like a reaction to the people who didn't like that stuff, but we'll see.
All right, everybody, time to play darts.
All right, so this is one of the other persistent puzzles.
I kind of want to just show them my game and not explain anything, but just do the dart game and not actually say what I'm doing.
So much of this. Let's not even explain what you're doing. Just solve it. We're not even explaining. You all have to figure this out. It's funny watching you do it because it does. It's like if you didn't know, it's like how does he know what to be doing right now? This is complete nonsense.
Where is it?
It is literally the most math I've done in my life since college. Was this?
Dr. Ryan, I'm sure you solved it on the first try. It's going to get fun. Like, it gets crazy. Like, Dan was like, I'm like, hey, Dan, I'm to that point where you said it gets crazy again. I'm actually stuck for the first time. And I didn't ask for, like, a tip or anything. But he's like, I have it if you need it. Let me know. It'll be obvious. And I'm like, so I thought for a long time. And then he says, I'm 5 concepts beyond that. Like, what? There's that much more after it got, like, it got crazy. And then it got so much crazier, and then there were 5 more concepts after that, and I think it just keeps going.
Yeah, right. I
think it's much worse than even I've seen.
At some point, it's got a cycle. How many of these could they have possibly have made? I think it made a lot of them. All right. I just like looking at this game, man. Yep. I know at this point. Oh, here's your dowsing rods pointing towards the.
Why is it pointing to the laboratory?
There must be something in there.
There's never anything in there.
But there is this time, and don't you want to see what it is? What if there's a shit in the toilet?
Oh wait, my run.
All of them are.
Well, the maid's chamber. I hate the maid's chamber.
Yeah, but it's your only option.
It's my only option. That's crazy. I kind of want to. Dan says he's never seen anything in there.
I mean, look, the run's gonna have to end at some point.
Right? Should we just see what it's talking about?
Let's see what's in the toilet.
Oh,
wow.
What the hell?
Look at this.
How is this in here?
Somebody was having a good time in here.
Did we do something to make that happen?
What's in there? What's in there?
Money and Jim. There was like 8 coins or 6 coins and a gem. And no, right on the counter, right here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh, what?
There's one by the toilet.
It's got to be because of the dowsing rod. I think certain items cause certain things to pop up in the rooms. Again, have you ever found anything on the floor when you didn't have a metal detector?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck you.
No, that's shit.
Yeah, there's stuff there.
Maybe this is one of those European toilets you have to pay for to use.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, well, my run's over.
Like an Aldi toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Oh, this game.
It's good stuff, huh?
Yeah. I like that I was able to just come in and fuck up their whole list and just be like, hey, fuck it, this is number 1. But also,
that was awesome.
It didn't feel like a big swing. It felt earned, you know?
I mean, you're toppling Atom Fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
That's also what everyone does on a GameSpot show, for what's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to have an issue with whoever does it with this.
What's your second favorite game this year, Dan, so far?
Avowed.
Yeah, I'm still playing Avowed. It's very good. Jeff?
Yeah, Avowed's up there. What else has come out this year? Remind me.
Well, you have not played with Fiction.
Oh yeah, I've not
Tears of
played
the Kingdom
Fiction.
this year?
What was that, Dan?
Kingdom.
Was Tears of the Kingdom this year?
No, it wasn't
No.
quite. Well, it will be again.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Deliverance 2, which I don't think any of us have really gotten very into. I love. Oh, that's persistent. I love 2 Point.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, he blew my mind with that too.
Whoa,
Dan.
what the fuck? Did he break that? Whoa, wait, hang on.
I know.
Is that just a normal sledgehammer gimmick?
Oh, Monster Hunter.
Oh, what the fuck? Hang on, I gotta go to my notes, Doc. Hang on. Break vase
That's
with
really
hammer.
funny. Thing is,
Holy shit.
You guys will be able to do something with it. Anyone else watching, it's gonna take a very long time before any of that makes sense.
Oh man.
Okay, good. I'm excited now.
I use the chapel a lot.
I use it every time now.
Yeah. Oh wait, do you have something special about it now?
Yeah.
What did you do to the chapel?
The chess game. I did that blessing.
What? You Protestant Reformation it or
wait.
something?
Oh wait.
Wait, all right. You two are gonna get carried away.
I haven't done that one yet.
You two are gonna get carried away now.
I used the pawn.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
good too.
Although I want to do the puzzle again and switch to the knight.
I do want. I kind of go back, but I'm having a lot of fun with the blessing of the bishop.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let me see where your math is at this point.
This is the second. This is only the second time. We've
Oh,
done
you
this.
started the new one, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, totally.
Grubb, what's the most advanced crazy thing that is going on in your math and your shoot game?
I can't remember what. It's definitely we're past. I mean, if we say that is actually gonna, I guess I could say.
You have the red X's?
I just got to the red X's. Yes, I'm a little bit
you got
past
so
that.
much beyond that.
Yeah. Okay, that's incredible.
You got wavies, you got squares, you got diamonds, you got red X's. Yeah, you got way more to come.
It's insane. Yeah, I check back there every time. I feel like I found something there once.
I found something there once. Yep.
It's like, I gotta look every time.
Dr. Ryan says, Dan, can I ask a question on Discord so to not spoil anything here? Yes, Dr. Ryan, you can.
I think what's, like Dan, Jeff, and I, we were like helping each other very gently now. And now that we've all seen credits, I think like we're a bit more like freeform with the help.
Yep. I don't think it's explicit.
Nothing explicit so far. Yeah.
I don't want explicit.
Yep.
Explicit.
Like just mostly what you were saying. Like, give me some bumpers in case I'm like doing something completely stupid and wasting my time.
Yeah.
Okay, I did think you thought you said you're like nothing explicit. I did explicitly help you out a bit there with some stuff
fountain?
when you were.
Oh yeah,
The fountain, yeah.
Well, that was, I see what happened there. I would have gotten there.
Yeah. You just had the blinders on for a second.
Hey, Grubb, apropos of nothing, is your big fat cat, is that a ragdoll cat?
No.
Okay.
Oh, he's a Norwegian forest cat. Although
Okay.
I think if I were to get a cat, I would get a ragdoll at this point.
Yeah. They sound pretty cool.
And chapels. Well,
Okay, are you getting a cat, Dan?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
ragdoll's like, yeah, that's the right.
They
move.
seem awesome. They seem like the Cavaliers of cats.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
That's.
I'm very curious to see how your dogs interact with the cat.
It'll be great. Yeah.
So,
Dr. Ryan.
whatever. So Dan, how many red letters do you have?
1. How many do you have?
2.
Okay, I know there's so much more. And I only have 3 of the 4 permanent editions, so I got so much more to do.
I can't remember how I got the 4th one. I Mike, I'll have to ask you if you can remember.
I don't think if I have any red letters, I didn't register it. So I
asked Schreier. He gave me a little hint.
Okay.
Let's say.
House history.
This has to be true.
I think it has to do with the lab. I need to get figured out.
Oh, that is what it is? Yeah.
Because I know the deal with that. I just need to get a couple rooms
you just
together
need
to
the
make that
RNG.
work.
Yeah.
I've done the code.
So this is definitely true. This is true. So this is false.
Also true. Excuse me. Good job.
You know,
Only
Outer
th-
Wilds
only-
was my game of the year for that year, 2018, and I like this better than Outer Wilds. So I mean, this is going to be a big year between, like Donkey Kong and Mario Kart and stuff, but I think this will be high on my list, if not number one.
Yep. Let's see. Right back around to the beginning here. It's a good amount of resources to start with. Wait.
I like the den.
Is that a really long way around? That's annoying.
I hate when you accidentally do that, where it's like, oh, fuck, I made this so it's like all closed off.
Yeah, but I'm just going to go back to the beginning now.
We are going to have to dump in about 10 minutes here, FYI.
You
better build a lavatory.
The host of the dump truck is coming hot, so you guys got time.
Okay. Sean, you just let us know.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm playing around right now, desperately trying to find a sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that now, too. Shit. I think I'm going to play this all night tonight.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Have you guys seen any cutscenes on the Steam Deck? Because they have not worked for me yet. I wonder if
I really haven't messed with the Steam Deck much since it erased my save.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I got a sledgehammer. Oh, my God. I got one so fast. Holy shit. Let's see.
I guess we didn't show what this can also show you if you're missing it. Oh, there's a key somewhere? What the fuck? That's annoying.
I don't mess with a lot of the computer stuff outside of the security key card
stuff. If I have
stuff.
a lot of rooms and I'm in the security room, I'll check the inventory to see if I'm missing anything.
Oh, sure. But it doesn't tell you where, right?
No, but I mean, I would like to know.
Oh, sure.
That's a waste of a gem, but I guess I want to keep going in this direction. Well, that's a lot of stuff. All right, let's see if I can get some money.
Okay. Oh,
Sean.
Oh,
like hearing us talk and watching us play. Is there any more appeal here, or is it like the game that you thought it was in terms of kind of like a lot of escape room puzzles and then a lot of the laying the rooms down to get to the end? Like, how are you feeling now?
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. This game for me it's basically the Dan with metaphor situation where everyone in your life is raving about this game. So you check out because it's like, yeah, why not? Maybe this is when it clicks. And like 15 minutes in, you're like, nope, this is just, I don't like this kind of game.
Yep.
I do not like this at all whatsoever. And there's nothing wrong with the game. Nothing at all wrong with it. It's just, it never was going to click with me.
Right.
I don't think it's for everyone. Like I saw Alex Perry was posting about like, this type of game, like the making notes and stuff like that outside the game is not really for him. And it's like, if that's not for you, then
any of these games that you guys have been comparing it to, I'm just like, I ain't like those either. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Then this isn't gonna I think this is maybe the best one of these, but if you don't like those,
yeah.
I think this is a more accessible Lorelei and the Laser Eyes,
right.
Whereas I appreciate what that game's doing, but that was just a little too obtuse for me.
I think this game's one where it's more likely someone like Sean might be into it, but still not everyone like Sean's gonna be
I was
into
certainly willing to give it a chance because I did, like I said, I put in like 3 hours. I was definitely like trying to say, okay, what more is there here? And it just, it never clicked. Whereas like with Lorelei, I was like immediately like, nope, this is way too obtuse for me right from the get-go. So this is definitely eases you in more, like Dan was saying on the show today.
Right.
Yeah, like when I was talking on the GameSpot show today, I know like Kurt and Decker, I think it'll click with them.
Yes, definitely. They're both going to love it. Yes.
Yeah. If they're willing to give a game like Lorelei the time that needs to really get going, like I feel like they're going to fall in love with this one.
Oh, yeah, we could do Game of the Year category Best Blueprints Room. Climax says.
Oh, yeah. It was tough when he asked me because like, man, there's a lot. Let's see. Hit tab real quick. Let me just see if there's any that stand out to me. Not big on Pantry. I like Den because it's got like a lot of exits, but also you get a gem in there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Nice. Okay. I mean, Billiard Room I kind of dread, and Parlor at this point, but I made it so I have 2 wind-up keys now. So the Parlor I can just like 66%, but I still fuck up all the time.
Actually, you have a better than 66% chance. That's the Monty Hall problem, but still.
Yes.
Well, what if you add Kurt Angle to the mix?
No shit.
Oh, chances of winning drastically.
Rumpus Room's good.
Rumpus Room is fun. I like the little thing you can put a coin in there.
We showed people that. Yeah, we showed Alizara.
As long as you can deal with the dead end, the wine cellar is great.
Yes.
Workshop is very fun. There's some funky stuff you can make there. Aquarium's fun. Observatory, I always do just because I feel like that's one of the few guaranteed persistent things. Yep. Dining room's awesome. I love dining room.
Yes. Yep. Dining room. The conference room is pretty handy if you get that early. That's what
I don't use that a lot. Oh, you got to get it early? Oh, and then when it spreads stuff?
Yes. It's crucial now because that's all like I'll end every run now with like 80 coins because I'm doing something like that or something.
Well, so with the coin thing, like, when you find that one office one, do you run payroll and do the spread thing? Like, there's two things you can do with coins.
If I can do both, I do both. Because
you try doing both. You're only allowed to spread once a week.
And so running payroll, is going to put money in the servant quarters room. So you have to have their bedrooms
and the maids, right?
Yes, the servants. Yeah.
Got it.
So it's not always going to be the best, but spreading the coins guarantees to put it in a bunch of different rooms, and then if you have the conference room, it all just goes in there.
But if you have the conference room already, when you do that, right?
Right. Okay. It's not like that one hallway one where it says always a hallway door will be unlocked. Like that's different. Sure. You can do that after getting the Great Hall, and then it will still unlock all the doors in the Great Hall. So
the foyer one?
Yeah, the foyer. As long as you haven't opened the Great Hall doors yet.
Well, the foyer is awesome. Then you go to the Great Hall.
Yeah, I do the foyer every
fucking
time.
Doors.
Yep. Yes. Foyer is my favorite, actually. It's also just fun to say foyer.
It is.
Yeah, foyer.
I like saying boudoir.
Boudoir, yep. There it is.
Yeah.
And well, we can redraw.
Oh, Jeff, I think I heard your metal detector, and I started looking for something in the room. How is it in the game?
Have you opened the diary in the ladies' quarters?
I've not, but I forgot about it until you were talking about it. I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, wait, there's something in the tomb? What is he talking about? Now I'm like, I got to get in the tomb. I am trying to get in the tomb so bad right now because it's the core thing I'm trying to do something else. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, the tomb's got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
I went like probably 50 days without looking through the telescope.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. You got to want.
Yeah.
Have you ever
read the book?
Have you gotten to 50 stars?
Oh, I'm way. Yeah.
So you've had 50 stars. So okay, you did that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I looked at the book and I thought it was just like, oh, if you're on day 7, the stars are like this and this is what you get. I didn't realize you had to look through the telescope.
Yes. Yeah, let's just do it. All these gems. What the hell?
The passageway's nice.
It just put 2 chests in the front room, but I have like no steps left.
4 keys. You do have the sledgehammer?
I do have the sledgehammer. Yeah.
I love having the sledgehammer and seeing chests. And being well, definitely fucking this up.
Right. Here's the boudoir. Like, there's like stuff you can look at, like pictures like this.
Oh, is that the boudoir on Christmas that you were talking about?
Well, I mean, no. If you like,
that picture is always there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, right, but does it look like that?
It looks.
I have not gone there. Does that have to be just Christmas season or Christmas Day?
Christmas Day.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to see that.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Fart Ass asks, where's the garage? That has to be on the left side of the house.
That's right.
I love the garage. That might be one of my favorites.
That's a good room. It's a useful room. Yeah.
Well, at least we can make it back to the beginning. See what's in those chests. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh. We are completely closed off, though. There's nothing we can do. But let's just
We're getting pretty close to the top of the hour. I know I could use a moment too before we start.
Oh yeah, Mike, feel free to drop off if you need to do anything.
Okay.
I can go to a one shot. Here, let me just do that right now.
I'm in the middle of this run anyways.
Are you streaming this from your end, Grubb?
Yep.
Oh, here, I can just turn mine on.
Oh, okay, great.
There you go.
Cool. There we go.
Hey, the woodpecker guy came today and installed an intimidator near the studio and patched up a hole. So if I hear woodpeckers again, it didn't work.
And when you say woodpecker guy, you don't mean a man who is also a woodpecker.
No, that's that's a Minnesota thing. We've got those here.
Yeah, you guys got those there. All right.
And those are their problems.
Look at this.
Don't answer
your
this
house
question if you don't want to, but how much money have you sunk into this woodpecker problem now?
Probably close to 5K at this point.
Cool.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right, call it a day.
But it's better than my $80,000 wall that does nothing.
That's true. Well, it does a lot. It just doesn't do anything
house up, but it's not like fun. If I'm going to spend $80,000, I better have some fun.
You don't get anything out of it, but you also don't.
Not an active.
Passive buff. There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's my mid-sized villa. 24 rooms. Couldn't get past. Ran into some bad luck there with the draws. And and with not having any gems. All right, that's the game though. It's really
kicks
good.
Ass.
It's awesome.
This is one of my favorite games. This would be in my top 100 games, easy. Maybe top 50. Maybe I'd have to like do it all again. But this is way up there for me.
I think if you are wondering, is this game for me? Even after all that stream, go to Game Pass. Go to PlayStation Plus Extra and just try it. You'll
yes.
Like, what would you say? You're gonna know if you find the core mechanic fun, you're set. You're good. Like laying down the rooms. If you find that that's a satisfying thing, you're good.
I would say give it at least 5 hours.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, there's someone in the chat here who says it needs more meta progression. That's the thing. There is
so much.
You just won't see it for a while.
Yeah.
Like, and it won't be apparent for a while. Like, there is more going on. It's not just the same thing over and over again by any means. Like, what the stuff I'm doing now does not remotely resemble what I was doing in the first 5 hours.
Yep. And
I was like,
yeah, go ahead.
I was drawn in right away though. So like, it's fine if it's not for you, right? If you think 5 hours, I don't know, because I did absolutely like it from the beginning, and I just enjoyed seeing it become more and more and more. So if you're starting from a base level of not having that interest, I don't know, but yeah, if your main concern is this doesn't seem complicated enough, well, don't be concerned about that, or this doesn't seem deep enough.
It almost turns into a different game. You know, when you first start, you're like, I'm trying to get to the antechamber, and then it's just like, again, I'm not even thinking about that really anymore.
No,
you know?
And like sometimes I'll find myself trying to do them. Oh, I'm wasting my time. I got to stop trying.
Why am I doing this? Yeah.
And the meta progression is like a lot of other roguelites where there is stuff you're just learning, which makes the game different, but there is actual meta progression as well.
You will be able to upgrade rooms. You will be able to change
we actually upgraded rooms. We found the office in here,
rooms.
so we showed that off, and it's like you can do that a lot, and it really, I'm like seeing rooms, I'm like, oh, I forgot it was even like this at one point. So there's a lot. I don't know. Like, I think Dan's right. If you're not clicking with it immediately, give it 4 or 5 hours, but I don't think most people are going to have to do that. I think most people are going to be like Mike, where it immediately captured you. But
it did with me too. Yeah.
My game of the year so far, yours as well, Dan?
Oh, not even close. Yeah.
You too, Mike?
Yes. Yep.
And and of course, Sean, we know, just absolutely gaga for it. So
game of the generation, if not all time. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for running the stream back there, Sean. Thank you guys for all watching. Dan, Mike, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna get out of here because we got Dump Truck coming up here real soon. We'll be coming in hot with Backlar after this. So we'll see you in a moment. Bye, everybody.
Bye.